Aloha, beautiful souls, and welcome to today's tarot reading. My name is Rian, and we are about to find out signs from the universe you can't ignore. Okay, so we're just looking at some information that the universe wants to send your way that you need to be very mindful of, that you have to be on the lookout for. All right, so I have three different piles here, and we are actually going to start with group number one. So, welcome, Group One. Thank you so much for tuning in for your reading today. I really appreciate the love and support. And I'm trying a new style of reading to be a little bit more efficient with getting the messages out to you. So, let me know what you think about it in the comments down below. So, let's find your cards out, okay? We have Eagle with Communion, Desert with Vision Quest. And we also have Older Woman, Dealings or Relationship with an Older Woman. Hammock, Taking a Vacation physically or mentally. And Feather, Someone you know is undependable and insincere. Ooh, interesting. So I'm already getting some messages here, but let's find out what the rest of your cards say that I shuffled out earlier. So you have the Three of Coins, the Page of Swords, the Wheel of Fate, and the Three of Wands. Okay, so I have my tarot cards here, another deck that we can use, of course, for some clarifiers, but let's dive into your messages, okay? So these are signs that you cannot ignore that the universe is trying to send your way to communicate help and assistance, okay? So first of all, what I'm seeing here is that the universe is encouraging you to take a break. So it's not necessarily about taking a break right now if you have a lot of things going on, and maybe, you know, if you have a standard job, you have to put in a little bit of a notice, right? Like a time off request. So it's okay if it's not right now, but it's important that you schedule a vacation in, okay? Because there is some important realization, some important shift that needs to happen for you. Now, some of you are definitely encouraged to go to a desert area for a vacation or time away. So in the US, you know, one of my favorite places to go to connect with myself again and, you know, figure out my next steps moving forward is Sedona in Arizona. It's like a very spiritual place. But I know some people actually like to go to Joshua Tree, I believe, in California. It's like another dry area. So that's one option for you. But the main thing that I'm seeing for many of you is that this is a vacation where you should go by yourself. All right, this isn't like a family trip, a girl's trip, a guy's outing. Like, it's nothing like that. You're being encouraged to go on a trip by yourself, okay? Because you need to get some clarity and some guidance specific to your life, your journey, okay? Now, here we have, interestingly enough, like, can you believe that this feather card got pulled out with the eagle card as well? Very, very interesting, right? And so what I'm seeing here is part of the reason why you need to go on this trip is because you need to reassess some of the relationships in your life, okay? Because someone has been undependable lately and insincere. And I'm not saying that this is a bad person by any means. It's just simply notification that you might not be on the same wavelength with this person anymore. You know, sometimes with friendships in particular, like you might, you know, be besties or spend so much time together for several weeks, several months, several years even. And then as you go on your journey and your friend goes on their journey, you come to realize that, hey, like, we're just kind of not on the same path. We have maybe different interests now. So we won't hang out as much as we used to, right? You know, to be honest, that has happened quite a bit with a couple of my best friends in the past few years with the pandemic. Like, of course, you have social distancing already in effect, but everyone kind of coped with it and dealt with it in different ways. And you know, everyone came out of that situation a different person. And sometimes you're just not on the same wavelength, right? So what I'm seeing here is definitely a call to reevaluate some of your relationships. Now, for some of you, what kind of relationship is this exactly? It's going to be someone who is female identified and older than you, or one or the other, okay? Um, so that's part of it. Another part of it is, when you go on this vacation, this trip away, then you may encounter an older woman who will give you some type of aha moment, some type of clarity on your route. Okay, maybe it'll be like a tarot reader or a psychic, or one of the things I really love to do once a year, once every other year, is go on a retreat. Okay, like a spiritual self-development retreat, and you can meet someone there, whether it's someone running the retreat or just another participant. Okay, that maybe they'll even be a new friend for you. So let's take a look at the tarot and see what we got cooking here. All right. Um, okay, so you have the Wheel of Fate. Let's start here first because that's a major arcana card. So this is definitely signifying that there's a big shift happening in your life, okay? Like the wheels are turning, your fate is changing in a very dramatic way. This isn't like any old breakup, for example. This is or losing just any old job or transitioning to just any old apartment, right? This is like something big. It's gonna really set the tone for your journey ahead, okay? And sometimes when you realize that you and your current friends don't have a lot in common, you spend less time with them, you kind of create distance, whether consciously or just subconsciously, and new people can come in, right? You can meet new people who are on the same wavelength as you, who have the same interests that you have now, that can really take you further along that path. So it's like these big shifts like this, okay? Maybe some of you might even be experiencing some type of midlife crisis, if you will. I mean, I don't really like that term. It's more like a midlife evolution, right? Where it's like you're moving on to another big chapter in your life. And this is really going to affect the way you think about things, okay? Because we have the Page of Swords. So this is a new way of looking at the world, a new way of thinking about yourself, thinking about other people, thinking about like what you want in life, right? So this is like a whole mind shift for you that I see happening. And it's really going to involve a lot of other people. So we have the Three of Coins. We already have this information about older women, meeting new people we talked about, maybe disconnecting with some of your friends. So this card is all about collaboration, okay? New people coming into your life, people working together towards some common purpose or some common goal. And maybe that could be, personal development, for example. And so you're going to meet people like that, new people coming in. And with this, what I'm seeing here as it kind of relates with the Three of Wands, the Wheel of Fate, and the Page of Swords is, again, envisioning a new direction for your life. Okay, you've maybe thought about this already, like here and there, but things got in the way, right? You were distracted easily with what you already had on your plate. And this time in the desert, this time on your solo vacay, this time away is going to really help you create a new vision for your future, because this vision that you're stepping into now is not the same as what you saw for yourself 2 years ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, okay? So something very new and big is coming into your life. Let's see if we can just pull a couple of cards to get an idea. Like Spirit, higher self, can you tell us if perhaps this has to do with maybe love, career, or something else? So we have the Ten of Wands. So this could definitely have something to do with a career path, okay? Like, what do you feel your purpose in life is? And how do you want to achieve that purpose? Like, why are you here? What's gonna get you out of bed every morning, get you excited again to be out there doing things, okay? What are you passionate about? I'm really sensing a lot of creative energy coming through here, okay? Tapping into your creative potential and your creative passions. Ooh, this is beautiful, and I see a lot of doors opening for you. So if you enjoyed this reading, please make sure to like, share this video, comment down below. I receive my beautiful messages to anchor that into your spirit and soul. And of course, if you're all about those positive vibes, then you need to make sure you're subscribed to this channel so you don't miss out on any future readings. And always remember, it's never too late for your happily ever after. I'll see you next time. Hey there, Group 2. Welcome to your reading to find out signs from the universe that you can't ignore, okay? So thank you again for joining us today. I am trying a new format for the reading, so let me know what you think about it in the comments below. I just want to be, a little bit more efficient with delivering the messages to all of you beautiful souls. So I pre-shuffled the piles so we can just get right on into the messages, all right? So you have rain, purification, mountain, strength. Okay, so a lot of nature energy here and kind of like opposing energies. What else do we have? We have dog, protection from a powerful friend. Ooh, so someone has your back. Rat, someone working against you behind your back. Okay, so thank goodness you have this dog energy here. Gavel, involvement with the law. Ooh, wow. Okay, wow. This is getting really intense. What else do we have here? We have Emperor. Okay. The Devil. Wowzers. The Moon. And the Nine of Cups. Wow. Okay, so y'all, buckle up because the information and energy coming from this reading is really intense. You have 3 major arcana cards here and really dynamic energy amongst them. So we'll get into that in just a moment. So again, let's go back up here and let's start in this spot. So we have rain and mountain. Okay, so very opposing forces here. So mountain is all about solids, stability, maintenance, right? And rain is all about change, flow, movement. Okay, rain doesn't have a very distinct form, whereas mountain does. So there's this opposition of forces and of people that are meeting here, okay? Very, very different energies, very different ways of looking at the world, like personal philosophies, and it seems like both parties have a different goal in mind, okay? They're going after different things, but it's like they're clashing because their paths are crossing, meaning you and someone else, okay? Or, this is a general reading, so it could be about a situation that you are a part of, but not necessarily like a main character in this, okay? But I'm seeing some conflict here. What do we have here? So I'm feeling more strongly that this is happening with you and someone else, all right? Because we have someone is working against you, working behind your back, but you're also receiving protection from a friend, and it has to do with some type of legal matter here, okay? Or there's a strong potential for the law to get involved. So you really need to be paying attention to this and making sure you're like dotting your I's, crossing your T's so that you come out on top, so that someone doesn't pull a fast one on you, take advantage of you, wrongfully accuse you or sue you for something, okay? So you do have someone that has your back, so make sure you identify that person early. And I have a feeling you might know who this person is really soon if you don't already. And what is supporting this involvement with the law here is we have the Emperor card. Okay, so the Emperor is about maintaining order within the world, within a society. Okay, and so you or someone else felt like that order was disrupted, or that there was some type of injustice that occurred, or like some breaking of the law, for example, breaking of the rules that occurred here. And so this is about involving some outside authority to resolve this issue, okay? So have your wits about you, because I don't know about you, but sometimes the law gets really tricky. And have you seen those like terms and conditions agreements, like when you update your cell phone or when you visit a website or when you put your credit card down, like on Amazon or whatever, or you buy a product, right? That terms and conditions, like, my gosh, the legal lingo in there is like really hard to follow a lot of the times and hard to understand. I think a lot too about like when I sign a lease to rent an apartment or something, like reading all the parts of that so that I know what could get me in trouble and I know what my rights are. Okay, so that's important that you understand that as well when it comes to this matter. Wow, like really intense energies, my love. So keep your chin up. You can get through this. It sounds like you have a really powerful ally on your end. Now, looking at this here with the devil and the moon. So this is something that, is not going to be very obvious to you. It might actually take you by surprise when this happens. And I'm sensing here that there's this element of people kind of being a bit delusional in this situation, okay? Because the moon does not provide any clarity. The moon is about, more going on a feeling, right? Because there's not a lot of details there with the feelings. And it could even involve like, what you call it? Confusion, doubt, uncertainty, right? Those are some of the energies that come with the moon. And with the devil, it just kind of like makes it even more confusing because things get really passionate here. In whatever this dispute, this argument is, it's sort of like, what I'm getting the sense is like people are taking it very personally. Okay, like with the devil, I feel like it plays on your emotions, right? It kind of like knows just which buttons to push so that maybe you stumble or you do a mistake, a misstep, right? And so that's why I was feeling this energy, like keep your wits about you in this. Like don't become a victim to your emotions. Like keep a level head because that can be used against you here. And what I'm seeing here is really someone feels like their wish wasn't granted. Okay, that's like kind of the basis of this disagreement, this conflict is one or both people feel like they aren't getting what they want. Okay, that their wishes aren't being respected. And that's that 9 of Cups energy, is this wish energy. Okay, they want something, they didn't get it. Now they're upset. So very important. I feel like we need more details. If we can get some more details on like, how can you navigate this situation? Because this is like kind of bananas here. So you got the King of Swords. Can we get some more advice? Okay, so we got this and we got this. We have Ace of Coins and the Sun. Okay, so what I'm seeing here for sure is, again, with the King of Swords, it's this emphasis on keeping a clear head, having a strategy. Now, when things get kind of crazy like this and there's legal matters involved, you have to be very logical minded. Okay, like that's the law. It's very logical. Even though people use emotions to kind of persuade others and get people on their side, there's still this like intellectual aspect of like proving things. Okay, so that's what you need to focus on, is the proof, the evidence, and use it to your advantage. And with the Sun, it's about the truth coming out, seeing the truth, getting that clarity that that will guide you towards this resolution. Okay, so this Ace of Coins is like when a problem happens, this is a new start, meaning there's a solution that's offered, and now the tables are changed in whatever way, okay? So, and I feel like too, this is some type of monetary compensation. Like I see this person like offering coin. So this is like maybe some kind of settlement that is going to be reached, okay? So I don't know which side that you're on here, but I honestly and truly hope everything works out in your favor. I'm wishing you all the best with this. Really, really intense reading. I was not expecting it, but you know, at the same time, I'm really glad that I was able to transmit these messages for you so that you're very aware of this and how you can approach it, okay? Now, if this really resonated with you in any way, comment down below. I received my message loud and clear. Make sure you like and share this video if you think someone needs to hear this. And of course, thank you again so much for supporting this channel. If you love the vibes here, make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss out on future readings. And always remember, no matter what you're going through, it is never too late for your happily ever after. I'm wishing you all the best, group number 2. I hope this gets addressed really quickly and with so much ease. Thank you so much. I'll see you next time. Hey there, group number 3, and welcome to your reading to find out the signs from the universe that you cannot ignore, okay? So I'm trying a different format. I'm shuffling the cards ahead of time to make your reading a little bit more efficient so we can get to those messages. Let me know what you think about this format, okay, in the comments down below. Now let's get your cards out. We have, ooh, rainbow, blessings, and summer solstice, radiance. Okay, so first of all, if you're seeing a rainbow, take that as a very, very positive sign that you are on the right track, that things are going beautifully for you, okay? And it's probably something that's going to appear around the summer solstice time frame, okay? So if you have some kind of goal you're working towards, I would expect it to be happening around that time. Now let's get into the rest of your cards. I got a little bit excited there with these two. We have Tiger, doing something risky, taking a chance. Ooh. Broken wishbone. Wish will not be granted. Bread. Period of prosperity and abundance. Wow, that's very interesting. So we have Ace of Coins. Move this off to the side a little bit. We have, ooh, the Tower. We have the Star, beautiful. You know, this is one of my favorite cards. If you've been on my channel for a while, the Star is one of my favorite cards to see in a reading. And the 8 of Wands. Oh, wow, 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 wow. Okay, so overall, what I'm really getting here is that you're going to be experiencing a blessing in disguise. Okay, loves? Because look what we got here. We got this wishbone, this broken wishbone. So what I'm seeing here is you have some type of wish, some type of goal that you already set forth, that you've already been working on, and you're not really getting to where you want to be with it, okay? And you're feeling like, should I keep going or should I just give up and like forget about it, okay? Or perhaps like for some of you, maybe you are seeing somebody or you're just getting to know somebody and you have high hopes for this relationship or this friendship or this love match, right? And it's not really working out. It seems like, you know, things are taking a different kind of turn than what you were hoping for. Or maybe you applied for a job or applied for a program or school, university, and you're not hearing back from them. Maybe, unfortunately, you don't even get in, right? So something like this, a wish that's unfulfilled is going to happen. And, you know, I get it. I don't blame you. I feel for you. It's gonna be kind of lame, gonna be kind of sucky and difficult, right? To go through that. It's gonna not feel so good. But, my dears, this is the beautiful thing about your reading is you have prosperity and abundance on the way, and you have this encouragement to take a chance, do something risky, because it's going to lead to some blessings, okay? So it's kind of like, you know, it reminds me of that song with Beyonce and that phrase, dodge a bullet. You know, she goes, thank God I dodged a bullet. I'm over you, there's no turning back. Something like, oh my God, I feel like I totally like jacked up the lyrics, but it's best thing I never had. You know, like what goes around comes back around, my baby. So, anyways, listen to that song because she uses this line like dodged a bullet, meaning like you think this is something that's going to make you happy. You think this is something that's destined for you, and then it doesn't happen, and you're really bummed out about it naturally. Then, later on, you realize, like, oh my goodness, thank God that did not work out for me. Okay, because what I have now, is so much better. So I feel like that's what's going to be happening here. And, your really big sign from the universe is rainbow. Okay, that when there's difficulties and challenges and rough patches in life, we don't get what we want, and the rain is pouring down, just know that the rainbow will always appear afterward. Okay, that it will get better, because if it's not really great right now, then it's not the end. All right, I've been seeing that like on Instagram lately, that if things suck right now, know that it's not the end. Okay, that there's something better waiting for you. And what do we have here? So we have this Tower card. Okay, so I feel like this is, again, that sort of wish unfulfilled, this dream that doesn't become a reality, that's kind of like broken, right? And it's gonna do a number on you, all right? And you just need to grieve this process, because this path is gonna be closed off for you. Why? Because there's something better, honey. The star card is here to remind you to continue to have hope, okay? That to not give up on where you're going, even if you need to take a little detour, right? If you want to get married, you want to find your future spouse, but the current relationship you're in doesn't turn out to be the one, whatever. Dust yourself off, because there's someone else better out there for you. If you don't get this job, if you don't get into that school, don't worry, because there's another school, there's another job that's going to be a better fit for you and will make you happier and more prosperous in the long run, okay? So that's what this card is saying, and it's going to happen fast. Like, you won't be down in the dumps for very long. Things are going to move very fast once this path gets closed off. It gets out of the way, because you have a new start, a new beginning, okay? And it's going to be better than what you could ever have hoped for, than what you could ever have dreamed of. There's this phrase when we talk about manifestation and we talk about going in the divine flow of life, and it's you only know what you know, okay? Now, we as human beings, our knowledge is limited. We don't know everything there is to know about the universe, our future, the way our destinies intertwine with others, right? We don't know the multitude of pathways and timelines that we could hop on moving forward, and so there has to be a little bit of wiggle room for flexibility and for a higher power, whatever you call it, God, universe, Buddha, whatever, to kind of guide you and help get you on the best path possible. And so I see that for you. This is going to be a brand new beginning that you don't see coming, that's going to take you by surprise, but it's going to lead you to prosperity. All right. So I definitely sense for a lot of you that this has something to do with money. This has something to do with career, finances, home. Okay. Let's pull another card here. Your messages have been super encouraging, really great. And let's see if we can get some advice here for you. Okay. I said one card, but I felt like two wanted to come out. So we have High Priestess and the Sun. So the message here is to, of course, be optimistic. That sun energy is very bright, very jubilant. But we have this High Priestess card, which is all about faith and trusting in your path, your divine course. Okay, like knowing for yourself that just because something bad or crummy kind of happens, that something better is on the way, that you really shouldn't lose hope for something or let anything keep you down for long, because attachment to some kind of outcome is served only by the ego. Okay, and the ego sometimes can restrict us in what is open for us. So there's a lot of opportunities out there for you. All right. So trust and have faith in that, and everything will become clearer to you over time. Okay. Just don't give up. That's the big thing here. It's kind of like I'm sensing here with the sun. It's like, when the dawn happens, the sun isn't like, everything isn't super duper bright right away. It gets brighter and brighter and brighter as the minutes pass. And so that's how this next phase is going to kind of roll out for you. All right, my loves? So, oh my gosh, this reading was so wonderful. Definitely had a different tone than the other two readings. I would say this is probably the best one out of the three. So congratulations if you felt drawn to this. Let me know what you thought about your reading. Like, share, comment down below. I received the blessings from my reading. And if you're loving these positive vibes, you know what you gotta do. You gotta be subscribed to this channel so you don't miss out on future uploads. And this, more than anything, is an important reminder for you that it's never too late for your happily ever after. I'll see y'all again next time.